I have the front of Erik jacked up and supported, and I have the jack under the strut here because I want to replace the shocks. If you remember when we went to Germany, we fitted a set to turn it into a rolling shell, but these were actually my competition ones and they're a bit too harsh for running around. So the first thing I have to do anyway is remove the hub nut, which is on the end of the drive shaft here. I'll have to remove the brake caliper as well. I have the steering unlocked by the key. Just take these dust caps off. Just prepare a piece of wire to hang it off. The bottom ball joint is handily exposed at the moment. So loosen that off now. The jack helps that to not turn by keeping the pressure up as it's tapered the way it goes through this end of the strut. Before I remove that though, I'll take off this one, the track rod end, because otherwise it's difficult when it's flopping around from the bottom. I won't go all the way with that because I'm going to use my ball joint splitter to pop this off. This is a handy one because it doesn't burst the rubbers. Not too tight anyway. This stuff was all just temporarily put together over in Germany to get onto the trailer. Need to push the CV joint back a bit, get a bit of access here. Very good. No harm done. Okay. Now, the drive shaft out and get the jack underneath it to support it, and I'll go and loosen up the top. Just these two guys to do here. That's missing a screw to retain it. It's held in place when the wheel studs are in. There we go. I'm going to fit my spring clamps here to compress the spring. Now, careful not to go too far and try and do it evenly. I always feel a bit of tension working on springs. That should be it. So now. Wow, this damper's a monster, but it's going to take a special tool to get it out. That's the diameter of the piston on the shock absorber. So I think I can make the tool that I need out of one of these distributor retainers. So I bent this so it can catch it. Right now I have my two little tabs. I just need to bend them in on each other. So, these are a little bit too tight, so I'm just going to use the grinder to make them the right gap. I've welded a little handle on that now as well. And I've just put a bit of masking tape on the shock to protect it so I don't scratch the polished surface, and this should be the job. Yeah, cool. Now I rescued these shocks some years ago from the unviable remains of a rally car. And the first time I opened these up, I got a very pleasant surprise. The inside, absolutely perfect Bilstein shock absorber with all labels on it and everything. These appear to be just standard springs, so I'm going to fit them back on. But I have these shocks from Mixed Garage to fit. Yeah. A bit more straightforward to fit. Don't really have anything nicer than this to tighten it with, so I've just put a bit of tape on to protect it. Not too bad. I'll clean all this up when I'm refitting the shocks in the rally project. But for now I'm just going to reassemble all this. And as I learnt on the Gina project, people pointed out that it's important to line up the hole on the top plate with the hole on the bottom here. Okay, and then fit up the strut top mount. I was struggling to get the strut top mount on, so I decided to release this, and that means I get a bit more length out of the shock. And I should be able to get it on now. I don't think I can get the washer on, but I'm going to use this nut to push the other one. If I can get it tightened up, I can do this on the car later. Yeah. There's just no more tightening out of the clamps and not really any option in joining them any other way. Tape that again to protect it. Just give it a squeeze. My finger is opposite the hole on the bottom plate, so you can see through the strut top and all the way down. I can release these now, that's fully on the threads. The other side. Yeah. Up into place. Back to tighten all this. Okay, reassembly time. I'll go through a proper tightening procedure on this when I have the car back on the ground after I've done the other side. Eric's back on the ground now, so just tighten these up like I said I would. And I need to remove this nut from the top of the damper to fit the washer that didn't fit in earlier. That tightening procedure I'm following for the hub nut is 100 Newton meters. Then release it. Then up to 20. And now 90 degrees. Yeah. Unfortunately, with these wheels I can't put the split pin in, so I'm going to have to take them off. So I've jacked up again. But at least the gun will save a bit of time. Yeah. At least the rear end shocks are a little easier to deal with. Just have to release these. And then remove this. These are also from Nick's garage. Usually need a little bit of persuasion. Get in the bottom. This side fitted as well. And I'll just tighten these by hand as well. There's a little bush to put on here, and actually I haven't seen these with a sleeve before, but that should give a better fit than normal, I think. Not really got enough space to put the bush on, but I think if I drop the car down and the weight on the back axle should push them up enough. Even at that, it's not so easy. It even needs my bit of ballast in the back here. I'm not 100% sure this is the right way to use these locking washers, but they're smaller than the nut. They're 14s, so I don't think they fit under them unless they're meant to be crushed. So I'll just stay here and keep an eye on them while my wife drives the car around.